The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Oakland Raiders. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
What now? What inning?
Ain't no such thing as a look. We take a win.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
First carry for James Conner, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second and 12, Roethlisberger now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
On second down, Conner looking for space. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Good job, D. That's right.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 17 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Carr gives to Richard. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Stop your body.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw, it's Carr. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Carr now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. It's a screen to Richard. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
3rd and long.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that?
on, what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going to why they said that. I have no idea.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
23 yards, the final tally.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald. And the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Under 10, 10.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Vontaze Burfict able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Check 16. Check. 50.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
No. Off.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Check.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
77.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger, but it's brought in by Washington. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Black 20. Right there, 54 Mike. I know he ain't got it. Switch.
Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And 12 at the 17-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check. 6 guys. Easy.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Curtis Riley. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Check 24.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they
blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
The result, a first down, as a quick slant gets him 14. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 44 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Buying time to his left. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
I got you. Check. Beat these two.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's right.
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Fair catch made
Here we go, here we go. Blue 30.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. Incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but it'll be second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Roethlisberger to throw. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Roethlisberger now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
And what's that? And what's the ball?
Check safety, check Nippers. Nippers. Eight.
Fight 51. Mike.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard